Hi, hello, dear citizens of Grosse Iles in the Magdalene Island territory. I want to address you that situation that was exposed to me today by one of your community member who informed me of a public notice that was received, not received, but post on the municipal websites. So, as you know, since May of 2024, there are a lot of issue in your region, especially regarding the regional park and the archipelago pass. That's called the archipelago pass, which the City Council of Magdalene Island and the Maritime Community Council want to collect money from a tourist and wants also to manage eventually the public land, creating a regional park. So, in for that reason, maybe some city councilors start to find that their place is no longer at the city council, and one of the members apparently will resign tonight. That's what's appear from your website. And let's go on your website so we can take a look at that to see what really happened in your neck of the wood. So let's go and find out. Let's go in here, websites. Let's go through the websites. And here you have a municipal and we have city council. So let's go to the IV Public, which is public notice. And we go to 2024. Let's see if yeah, we get everyone the same thing at the same page. So if we go to the last notice, which is here, there is a special meeting called today at 4:30, which is unusual in the municipality. Usually it's around 1900s, But they call a special meeting Wednesday, August 28, 2024. Which is unusual. That's not your regular meeting. Notice is hereby given by the undersigned Director General that the special sitting of Council is hereby ordered by the Mayor, Mrs. Diana Joy Davis. So she's the one who called the meeting to be held on Wednesday, August 28th, so which is tonight, 2024, at 4:30 p.m. or 1630 at your maritime times in the municipal conference room situated at 1-006 Chemin Jerry, Grosse Iles, Quebec. The following item will be on the agenda, but what attract my attention is this one here. Seat number 4. Resignation, seat number 4. So we don't know the reason that motivate that city councilor, but let's go back. Let's go back to that. Yeah, you have to see it because I thought it was a share with everyone, but it wasn't. So let's go to show you the public notice for a moment. I will go right there to show you that public notice. So the public notice is right here. And that's what I was reading to you. And item number 6 is the one that attracted my attention. It seems to look like something already seen in the Magdalene Island municipality where at least 2 city councilors resigned following the scandal of Archipelago Pass and Regional Park, creating a fund for those things. So what we have to understand, so we have 2 members of the council in Magdalene Island resign for very unclear reasons. There is a lot of people who have their own idea regarding that, but they don't express them very clearly regarding that. Every one of you have the chance to see Municipal Council of April's 2024, which is April for a special meeting at Magdalene Island, and there's another one, which is the regular meeting. Then after you can overlook the one of June and July, August, and you can see what's happening in in those city council meetings where citizens express themselves very freely and in a good manner. But some people, like one of the candidates, Mr. Is one I'm going to overlook is past, is Mr. Pinchot, who said that it was horrific, which it was not. But he's a former cop, so he has his own way to analyze situation, which is not the good way. And he's a former member of a Liberal Party in Quebec, Liberal Party under Jean Charest. So yeah, well, let's go back to your neck of the wood. We're gonna come back to the city websites to overlook who's the one who's going to resign, because you need to know who's the one who's resigning tonight. So I take the time to go on your websites, and I see that the one who's going to resign is here. So just a sec. So let's go back here. So let's go back in the websites. Just here. We go back on the websites again, and we go under municipal affair, municipal council, and you go down to council meeting, but member of the council, which is an important one. So you have here your members, okay, of the organization, the mayor, Diana Joy Davies, Mrs. Marlene Boudreau, Mrs. Kathy Burke, Mrs. Joanne Clark, Katrina Keating, Miranda Matthews, Nancy Clark. That's your municipal council formation right now. The one who's going to resign is this one, Katrina Keating. That's her pictures. So just right here. You maybe all know her, so she have a good reason to resign, but I think Archipelago passed, and that creation of that fund to subsidize garbage and eventually regional park, which is public land now, maybe is one of the issue that is taking a lot of space in the worlds of Grosse Iles right now. We don't know what will be the original park, but let's go back to me now. And I'm gonna just remove that. So now you know how to search in your city council meeting, city council websites. So I invite you to overlook that website once in a while to see public notice, which is very important, because that thing, is not publicized. You're not going to receive a notice at home. You're not going to receive a notice on your emails. That change can be done so people can register to city websites and they can receive all notice. So maybe that's a suggestion that I make to municipalities to propose to citizens to inform them directly via mass emailing. I'm sorry, mass emailing, so people will know things like this one. And that's really important to know that city councilor are decide to resign. She offer resignation letters that will maybe discuss tonight. And there is a question period regarding that thing. So the only question can be asked is the subject of this special meeting, which is the adoption of the agenda, naturally. Fitness center, they're going to talk about fitness center and operational modification. Position posting, project for funding, seat number 4, the municipal council, resignation letters, the VARIA. And the question period will be about those subjects from 1 to 6, or some add to the VARIA if there is some. So basically tonight, you cannot ask question regarding original park unless you ask the question the mayor wants to answer. The question period is just regarding the agenda of tonight. So you have to understand that. I was looking carefully at what's happening in your neck of the woods, and I see that many of you folks are really concerned about the management of public land with reasons, because you have no say. And let me express something. You have to understand how it works in municipal affair. Magdalene Island is a very special case or of a situation like Montreal, where Montreal decides for everything. Magdalene Island, to my understand, are the one who decide. So it's all this portion to east and west of you, Grand Entrée, and the rest of the island, except you. So say, yeah, you can say something, but you don't have a vote to stop something. So, and your municipal council in that specific thing of the public land doesn't express the voice of the citizens of the Grosse Iles. So your city council should take in consideration the majority of population and express that by resolution addressed to the maritime community, because Grosse Iles is part of maritime community. There are two cities in the maritime community. There is Magdalene Island City, and there is Grosse Iles. And that's it, and that's all. And Grosse Iles have just one single voice out of, I think, 9 voices or 8 voices, I'm not sure. But anyhow, it's not the subject, the amount of voice. You have no, control on what's going to be discussed or what's going to be decided if the rest of the island, which is one municipality, decide that they go through something. You're done. You don't have power to say no. And for me, that's a problem, especially for your municipality who have a dual language situation. And moreover, you have a specific role to play in this island. And you have a specific status in Quebec City. So that status is not reflected in the organization of maritime community where you have no say. That's very important for all citizens of Grosse Iles to be at the city council for the next regular meeting to express your concern. And to ask your city council to clearly express your concern resolution of the council addressed to the maritime community, because that's the only power that you have. So your city councilor should change their behavior and start to work for Grosse Iles and not for the rest of the island. Such as the municipal councilor of Magdalene Island. They work for their city, not for Grosse Iles, which is normal. But under the maritime community, your city has to address the concern of their citizen regarding a regional park, and that is future creation because it's not created yet. To understand better what happened, on April, I think 4, there was 2 motion notice that was brought to the maritime community. One of them was proposed by your mayor regarding the creation, and very important to make the distinction, the creation of a fund to subsidize garbage collecting and management and regional park. That was the subject of those 2 motion notice, which was eventually adopted, I think, on April 6th. And it became a bylaw. As you know, following the that family feud, that concern of citizens of Magdalene Island, including some citizens of Grosse Iles, the city council and the maritime community decide to pull back and remove that archipelago pass. Now it's on the basis that people can give money to those both organizations, maritime community or also, as you understand, Magdalene Island, because Magdalene Island adopt their own bylaw, which is a fund, the creation of a fund to subsidize the equipment of the tourism equipment. That fund will not be used in Grosse Iles. You have to understand that. And the fund was created is $30, for example, per person. Half of that go to Madeleine Island, half of it, and the rest go to the fund for the maritime community, which is split in two. So $15 will be split in two: garbage collecting and the regional park, which doesn't exist yet, but will exist soon because they have that in their cardboard. That's what they want to do. They want to put that to your throat without you having nothing to say. That's exactly what's happening right now. So the regional park is created, but discussion was running around that regional park for the last 15 years, according to the president of Maritime Community. Without your knowledge, without you have nothing to say, without your city council informing you that's what they was doing. It takes two citizens of Madeleine Island coming to your neck of the wood for you to learn what happened really. That's exactly the way you learn it. Throughout Facebook, which is a good thing, and throughout also social media. I remind you that your mayor said you should not be in confidence with social media. And in some way, she's right, because there is some exaggeration in social media. I can tell you one thing. No one, till I made a presentation, can contradict everything I tell you. No one, including your mayor, that was referring to my TikTok, which was the real truth, because we show what she was doing. And she cannot, say that she doesn't sign something, that she doesn't propose something when she did it. So that's her role now, to be honest with citizens and to say exactly what she thinks of the regional park. Not telling you that she's against it. If she's against it and the city council is against it, she have to express it clearly, the resolution of the city council. Without that, it's just saying, it's hearsay. Hearsay means nothing in terms of law. What is important is the writing. So Grosse Iles, the only way they have to talk is by resolution of the city council, and now address letters expressing their concern to both government, federal, I'm sorry, and provincial government who held those public lands. I remind you one thing: those public land management was given away to Madeleine Island City, not your city, in 2014. And now they said that they want to create a regional park to control the people, to control the different aspect of the regional park. For example, the usage. Who can use it, where they can use it, and what is the conflict of usage. According to the discussion I have throughout the island, from Havre-Aubert to Grosse Iles, Grande Entrée, and all those little part of the island like Fatima and Étang du Nord, the only usage conflict is with the kite, nothing else. And with reason, because kite can be very deadly for someone who's in the way of a kite. That's why we cannot mix those usage, and they have to be controlled. So basically, the fact is this: two bylaws adopted, one by the municipality of, I'm sorry, one of the municipality of Madeleine Island, and the second one by the maritime community, which touch you, citizens of Grosse Iles. And that was to create a fund to subsidize the regional park that has to be created. But they don't need to create a regional park to subsidize those public land. They just have to use the money they collect for that reason. But do really Madeleine Island or maritime community needs help from tourism, which pay tons of money to come in the island over the years? Even the mayor of Magdalene Island, Mr. Vaquette, was unable to set what was the pressure on garbage by the tourism. Cannot put even the amount of time that it's being used for that. So that being said, tonight be there in great numbers to your maritime to your city council in Grosse Iles, which is at 4:30 p.m. or 16:30 if you prefer. We will discuss some matters, but the most important one is the resignation letters of one of your member of the city council. And as you know, as we mentioned her name, that Mrs. Katerina Keating, seat number 4. So that's all, folks. Hope that live will help you to understand better what's happening right now. For any concern, my phone number is just going down, here. You can call me anytime or text me. It will be a pleasure for me to help you out to understand different municipal situation. And don't believe everything the elect people tell you. There is always some hidden truth behind their words, more than normals for these last few months. Sometimes, yes, analysis made by citizens for citizens are better than the analysis made by your own mayor or city council. They prove without any doubt in the last few months that they did not inform you of anything of what's happening right now in that situation of the archipelago pass and the creation of a regional park and all the things behind that. So you have to make your say clear at the next city council meeting, regular meeting, that you're going to tell your mayor that's enough of the hiding. No more hide and seek game, because that's a real hide and seek game now that she's playing with you, citizens of Grosse Iles. So I know you work hard for your money. I know you fishermen are on the ocean, bringing foods to the mainland. In risking your life each and every time you get out on the sea. And you will never accept to have hidden fat because you're going to work for the best of your community and the best of your family. And the best of all Canadians. So thank you very much to listening at me. And I hope that helped some of you to understand better the municipal affair. Thank you very much. You can call me every time you want, 514-512-8787. I will ask you to do it between 8 in the morning to 8 p.m. during weekday, please. Thank you very much and have a great day, and hope you're going to be in great number tonight at your city council meeting. Please share to every citizen of Grosse Iles because they have to know. Thank you very much.